What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman with Shadow Parento on Football Manager 2020 with me, Foggy Plays. Today we're taking on Sportivo Lequeno in the Coppa Tigo, the league, and then we're going to take on San Lorenzo in the second leg of the Coppa Libertadores quarter-finals. As you can see by the league table on the screen here, we are 6 points ahead of Libertad, thanks to a defeat they suffered to Olimpia. Since you were here last, no more transfers have been made, but we have had league games, which is all important. As you remember, we drew with Wanderers in the second half of the last episode and beat Libertad in the first half of the episode. We then went on to beat San Lorenzo Paraguay in the league 2-0. Machado scored a penalty after the second minute, and Henrique scored in the 76th. We then went and scored I'm going to say it was a fortuitous own goal. It was going ever so slightly wide. Took a slight deflection off Maximiliano Ben, making his debut, if I'm not mistaken. And it just top corner. It was unfortunate. Then against Sol de America, beat them 3-0. Alfonso, who is now a fully fledged central midfielder because of... Actually, there has been transfers since you were here last. Machado scored, and so did Francesco Guado. Scored his first goal of the season. First goal for a long time, if I'm not mistaken. No, not a long time, but it's been a while. 8th of his career. Then in the Copa Paraguay quarterfinals, we scraped a victory. Carrizo scored for Sportivo Lequeno, who we're playing today. And then Machado got a very fortunate penalty. Didn't look like a penalty, but it was given. And he put it away. And then Marcos Polo, I think it was his debut. He scored in the 93rd minute to put us through, which was very fortunate. We were not very good in that game. Many changes. 3 of our 4 defenders had to be changed for this game because they were all suspended. Then we went and played Olimpia, beat them 1-0. They had a player sent off in the 5th minute, which was harsh, I want to say. It shouldn't have been a sending off. I don't actually know if he... Yeah, he's still suspended. It was not a sending off, but we'll take it. Machado ended up scoring in the 75th minute after we kind of went balls to the wall because we couldn't break down their defence. And then we went and played San Lorenzo in the Copa Libertadores quarterfinal first leg. We took the lead and pretty much instant reply from San Lorenzo. They went and scored in the 53rd minute after that, which just weren't really good. It was a little frustrating. I had a quick look at the season preview to see where they, after pushing us higher up the league, and they're still saying they were the 3rd best team. But I saw this. Luis Ricardo is supposedly the best left back in the league. He's not even our best left back. But Martinez is in as the best right back, even though he's one of the best central defenders. And Machado is one of the best strikers. To be fair, Machado is absolutely dominating the league this year. I don't know where this form came from, because he was meh last season. Season before that, for last season he was meh. 29 games in the league, scored 10 goals. So far, 30 games, 26 goals. I just seem to have something about me that I can get players to score stupid amount of goals. It is delightful. Speaking of, having a bit of a striker issue. Machado is the only one scoring. Transfer-wise, we have had a player leave us. Came out of nowhere, didn't expect it, but we've lost Candia, our other central midfielder. So our main starting midfield partnership is after being broken up. So now Alfonso sees himself as a Mazzella, playing alongside Maximiliano Ben, which is just... I don't know what to think. But for this game, we are going to start off with Kekrish in goal, Geraldo, and we're going to give Luis Ricardo a game today because Guzman is suspended. See how he gets on. Just kind of further cements that Gamara, 3rd choice at best. Martinez and Henrique in central defence with Ben and Alfonso in central midfield. Felintis and Marcos Paulo as our wide men. Machado and Perez up front. I've had a word with Perez. Told him that he basically said, you need to either start scoring goals or I'm going to drop you. And this is his opportunity to score a goal. Because if he doesn't, he will not start the next game. Which is quite an important one. So I would prefer to have... Oh, we can be guaranteed Copa Libertadores for next season. Go and give the media a worthy display. Okay. Nobody's... half and half. Half cared, half didn't. But we've been... in good form, but our strikers, as I said, apart from Machado, Perez has been, at best, he's been, should encourage our players to play shorter passing. Yeah, why not? Why not? We do kind of flick between more direct and shorter passing, depending on what we're, kind of how we're playing. We've been on, maybe it's because we're playing more direct, but this game has, this first half was after flying by, with not a whole lot going on. Our goalkeeper, Kekrish, who, speak of the devil, has just conceded. He is not a bit impressed with the fact that we've been selling many starting players. I'm not impressed either, but I can't say I have no control over it, because I'm the manager. I'm supposed to have control over this kind of thing, but I don't. So, speaking of disappointing, Ricardo not having a great game. But then again, Machado's having a poor game as well, which is obviously not ideal when he's the only striker scoring. Unless Perez can jump up with another performance today, we're in trouble. Geraldo sitting at our defence, apart from Martinez, not playing well. Midfield, not playing well, apart from Ben. And our strikers are playing terrible. And we are on the defensive again. Geraldo gets that one sort of clear. Luis Ricardo gets it all the way clear. And Marcos Paulo running down the wing. Can he score? He just puts it wide. Alright, time for changes. Change of clock. We're going to take off Perez, Figueroa, who I don't think I've shown you. He's not great. He's been playing for the reserves, but as a right winger, we're just going to give him a chance up front today. See if he can't do something. We're going to bring Cho on for Paulo, or do I bring on Yegros? I think we bring Yegros on for Paulo. See what he can do. And we're going to have to leave it at that for now, because we don't have an awful lot else on the bench. We're still slim pickings. Martinez with the free kick, and somebody gets Martinez got taken down. We've won a penalty. Machado steps up to take said penalty, and he slots it in the back of the net. Keeper didn't even move. Never in doubt. 31st goal of the season. 27th in the league, if I'm not mistaken. He's been quite good. We have a little bit left in the season. The keeper just stood there. Alright, let's come on. Demand more. Alfonso having a terrible game. We bring on Caballero, I guess. And just swap things around in the midfield just a little. Jorge Caballero, not really the player I want to be bringing on, but we don't have too many other options. We have plenty of left wingers, but you can only really play one of them unless you play Lollujo's Special K formation. But we've unfortunately only managed to get a draw today. It was not good enough. Seems to lose confidence. You just came off the bench, alright? Don't worry about it, buddy. Alright, Jorge. You're like 18. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Figueroa makes his debut. No, I don't really care, to be honest. Where did he come from? Where did you come from? Are you a recent? You were a recent addition. Don't remember you at all. You got number 10. How did he get number 10? So that's 10 games unbeaten. It does give Libertad the opportunity to pull us back because they played the bottom of the league. Okay, so that's pretty much a guaranteed 3 points. So our 6 point gap is now going to be a 4 point gap. Would have been better if we won that game, but it's fine. We have 13 games left in the league season. If we don't overturn the result against San Lorenzo, I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the season. Copa Paraguay league season. running, I suppose. But we're going to play San Lorenzo in the Copa Libertadores now. We are at home. We have an away goal. Let's see what we can do from here. So now it is San Lorenzo time. As I said, we do have to come back from 2-1 down. We are the first of the quarterfinals to kick off. And I haven't picked my team. Fantastic. Alright, so Figueroa is unregistered. I'm going to put Espanola on the bench, because I always have a second goalkeeper. I don't know why. I think it's because we don't normally have enough players. Guzman's going to come back in for this game. Final substitution is, our final player on the bench is going to be Florentin. We're going to start Gauta, our 31 goal striker, alongside a striker who has scored 1. Marcus Paulo is going to sit this one out for Yegros. So you've basically seen all the changes we are making for this game. And we're going to start. I was going to bring Ramirez in for Flintus. Changed my mind as I was thinking about it. As I hovered over his name, no, actually I don't want to play him. So they're going with a narrow formation, which is interesting. Didn't expect to see a 4-2-3-1 narrow. Don't really know what I was expecting, to be honest. We owed them for what happened last time. Gonna assertively give faith to everybody. Try and get them. Okay, didn't make a massive difference. I'm just hoping that Jota can like score, or maybe Machado can get one. Machado, to be fair, Yegros comes back into the team and gets a goal. Machado's been one of those players where he's scored from the area he picked up the ball, so I was expecting him to turn and shoot, but he didn't. Like, normally if he picks the ball up there, he goes for the shot. Obviously decided, because there was too many people in front of him, would have been a bad idea. What's his decision making? 13. It's not terrible. As it is right now, we are winning the tie. I feel like if we make a change to anything, we could screw things up for ourselves. So we're just going to leave it as it is, see what happens. Machado has 1 to beat. Kind of veered off and left others catch up, but Machado straight at their keeper. And they've gotten the ball all the way clear. But Geraldo with the long throw again, keeper. Very easy for the keeper that time. Lobo to Ledesma. Chavez back to Lobo. They're just playing around our striker. Poor Machado is just being forced to run around, chasing the ball. But Flintus wins the ball back. Jota was so far offside. Machado won the ball back, but their keeper was alive to the situation. I'm quite glad that I made that change to bring Yegros in, because he made an instant impact. Jota, Guzman tries to cross over and doesn't. Flintus wins the ball. Jota, he's hit the crossbar. Or he's hit the woodwork. How do you hit the woodwork from that far out? It was so much easier to score than it was to miss. He had so much goal to aim at, and still manages to hit the woodwork. We've hit the woodwork twice in this game. Martinez boots it clear. Doesn't find one of our players, but they are now on the break. Jimenez. One of our players just kind of barreled in. Ben. Maximiliano Ben just kind of got stuck in. Even though we don't have to get stuck in on. And Kikorish, happy to keep a hold of that. I'm hoping that he gets over his annoyance in the not too distant future, because it would make a huge difference if we had a happy goalkeeper. Seeing as how he is, as I said, number 1, not only in jersey number, but also in where we position him in our goalkeeper ratings, because the 2 keepers that we have on the bench are fine, but they're not quite the same level as a Paraguay national team call-up player Guzman turns and boots it clear for a corner. I'm hoping we can control this corner. Do not want to concede from here. Right, they've overhit their corner and their striker puts it out for a throw. We have a throw as well of our own. Geraldo to Ben. Back to Geraldo. Gets into the box and we've won ourselves a penalty. Machado will be the one to step up to take it, because he is our designated penalty taker. Of course he is. I don't know why we are going over to the little telly. It's going to be a penalty. Has to be a penalty. It's always a penalty. And it's a penalty. So Machado steps up to take it. And back of the net. 32nd of the season. Get in. Word after demanding something. Demanding more. No. We give lads a little bit of praise. Just, you know, pat on the head. You're doing well. Keep up the good work. Geraldo with the throw. Got to Gauto, but his marker got ahead of him. Gets cleared, but Geraldo picks it up. Back to Martinez. Guzman. Gets it all the way out to Yegros. Gets it across. Filintis. Straight at their keeper. Alright, it's time for a change. Jota, you're playing terribly. I'm going to bring on Perez. Alfonso can come off for Caballero. Seems to be a normal change we're making now. We don't have many central midfielders. So if one of them plays poorly, Caballero has to come on, because he's pretty much our only other option. And I think it shows just how poor I think he is that a 17-year-old attacking midfielder who's learning to be a striker starts ahead of him every single game. But we have Mannion getting across, and they've hit the crossbar. The keeper just kept a hold of that. Guzman with the throw. Keeper is the first to that one. Gonna ask lads for a bit of creativity. Max Ben wins it. Just a very tame shot. Their keeper was probably delighted to get a hold of it. And now San Lorenzo are on the break. And Friedrich is just kind of being left to run. Thankfully Kekarish gets down to grab a hold of it. I think we're coming up on final change o'clock. We're going to take Guzman off. We're going to bring on Luis Ricardo. I don't know if Luis Ricardo is all that good, but Guzman is just... Oh, Sebastian Friedrich. That's the second time he's done that to us in 15 minutes maybe. And the players just did the exact same thing, except this time he actually went and scored. We have a kickoff highlight. As it is right now, the game is even. So if they score again, we're in trouble. So they won 2-1. We're winning 2-1. Henrique over to Luis Ricardo. Do I blame Ricardo for that goal? Because he's the substitution I made just as they scored. Had it gone through though. Friedrich puts through Pintos. Kekarish gets there to block that. So okay, come up in the 88th minute. We could be going for extra time. We're going to ask for a bit of passion for these final 12-ish minutes. Plus whatever stoppages come along. Henrique gets it clear and Max Ben tries to get away from it, but we end the highlight. And Perez has been less involved in this game than Jota was, and Ledesma has snuck in at the back post. We're just going to go very attacking because now we need to score twice. We looked relatively comfortable. We now have a kick-off highlight. Yegros does his man. Not sure who that pass was to there, buddy, but didn't work out. San Lorenzo have the ball. They don't really have to do anything now. They're going through as it is. Henrique gets it clear. Yegros heads it on, but nobody's there to pick it up. And San Lorenzo are back on the attack. And they've just skied that one. So we have 4 minutes to score 2 goals. Even if we scored 1 and won this game, I'd be happy. We're not going to. It's going to end 2-2. We're going to lose 4-3 on aggregate. I'm going to say it's unacceptable that we lost on aggregate. Guzman is stressed. I don't care. Yegros gets player of the match. Very happy. Alright, so we're out of the Copa Libertadores. We're not going to win that this year. Just quite annoying. But Yegros did have a good game. Super comfortable. Well done, buddy. The Paraguay manager was there to watch a few of our players. What do we do now? Next episode be... I kind of want to show all the Libertad games because they're important games for us, because they're second in the league, could be leading the league if we struggle to get results, and they're a local rival. So Libertad, San Lorenzo, Paraguay, or do we come back for 3 the Befera? What have we done? We did 3-0 against them, 3-0, 1-0 and 1-0. We've beaten San Lorenzo 5-0, 3-0 and 2-1. So it'll be one of these 2, the 3 de Prefera, de Febrero and the San Lorenzo game, along with the Libertad game. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Share with all of your friends. It certainly helps the YouTube algorithm thing push my videos to more people, which would be delightful. I would absolutely adore to have more people watching my good content, average content, whatever you want to think, whatever you think yourself. Yeah, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Share with all of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!